Hello, hello. Greetings, Earthlings. Gonna minimize this real quick. I don't know about you, but I cannot look at myself when I'm recording. It just messes everything up. It's very confusing. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about the Commons Dilemma, or the tragedy of the Commons, or the prisoner's dilemma. So I was reading this article posted by my man Lauren Borenstein. It was fucking awesome. And essentially, I think it was written by the professor who did the practice herself. But so she was a social psychology professor, and she posed an opportunity to her students on their final that was representative of the Commons dilemma. And so it went, okay, what is it? You can either pick to have 2 extra credit points or 6 extra credit points. But if over 10% of you click 6 points, then no one gets any credit, any extra credit. But if enough of you press the 2-point button, and you all get, like if over 90% of you press the 2-point button, then all of you get 2 points extra credit or 6 points extra credit. I can't remember. It was a couple days ago that I read it. But anyway, what she found is that only one class exceeded in this. All of them exceeded the 10% margin. And so this kind of tells us, it's like, okay, even though it's in the student's best interest to do the 2-point click, some people will still, be selfish, and they're like, well, what does it matter? I'm just one person. Everyone else doesn't, just me, then I can get the 6 points. So it's kind of a mirror onto our society, as we kind of don't really think our contributions matter that much. But it later talks in the article about how while she asked for 90% of her students to, at least 90 to click the 2 points, that didn't happen. But on average, 80% of her students would click the 2 points. So instead of, she asked for a 90-10, but she got an 80-20. And that's not that bad. And that really lifted my spirits. I'm like, hallelujah, there is a hope for humanity, because 80% of us realize that we need to live communally. And just because you want to take a long shower doesn't mean you should. And the mindset isn't, well, just one long shower for me won't really hurt anything. But if a lot of people are thinking that, if 20% of the population thinks that, takes a really long shower, that's a lot of water wasted, yeah? I'm guilty of that. I really like long showers, okay? I'll try to stop. Okay, but, so, of course, it gets us thinking about natural resources and, I'm just not going to recycle that, or, it's just one piece of litter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm guilty of it a lot. It happens. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, and I toss something that I know I could recycle. I don't really litter. But yeah, we all do it. However, I started thinking of it in terms of our lives, like our temporal resources, or how we spend our time. And like I was saying in the previous vlog, how I've been working too much, and I'm finding balance again in my schedule and taking off work sometime, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, working too much. I'm tired, and, well, a lot of times I'm like, I just want to relax and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's just one day. It's just one day of my life that I'm not being super productive. It's okay. But then those days start to add up. And all of a sudden I've lost a week of productivity. When in my head, I just keep justifying it as one day in my life. But there's the flip side of that we all need our yin with our yang. So I'm not saying that I want to be on the go all the time, like going, like this productivity machine. No, thank you. But I also don't want to let days slip by without doing something to benefit myself, you know? And that could be something calm still, like meditating, like stretching, like yoga, like taking a bath, reading. I don't know. You know, the days when you're just a couch potato and you just watch A Lot of Orange Is the New Black. Oh my god, I really love that show. But they add up, right? So it's not so much like the Commons dilemma. It would be like the your time dilemma. I don't know what to call it. The tragedy of time. The tragedy of unproductive days. But I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. And I felt that happening a little bit last week. But I'm getting pretty good at reining in the reins when they need to be. You know, I got a hold of this bobsled I call life. And yeah, it feels good. I also, I was talking with one of my friends, Martin. He was my co-manager at Chilwell in New Zealand, in Oamaru. What up? Shout out Oamaru, New Zealand. So we together ran this hostel / art gallery. It was amazing. It was just us. Like the owner, the proprietor of the place lived 3 hours north in Timaru. Like, it was just he and I. We had the keys. We were in charge of like 10 staff members. I mean, if there was a fire, we were the ones calling the fire department. Like, it was a blast. But I had no idea that, did I tell you this? Yeah, I didn't know that I was going to be the manager. I didn't know that I was going to be the GM. I had no idea going in there. I thought I was going to be the secretary. It's true. Anyway, it was a blast. I loved it. And it was when I really learned that I loved leading a team. And I learned the ins and outs of it. And then I'm pretty good at it. And I can also be really terrible at it. But I learned what not to do. Anyway, I'm rambling. Whatever. This vlog is just rambling. There's no such thing as rambling on this. Okay. But what I was trying to say is that Martin, I copy and pasted it because it was so beautiful. What did he say? Yes. So I was talking to him and I was like, oh, I just feel tired and like I'm not being as productive as I was like a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to kick myself back into that swing of things of like chugging towards acting, towards comedy, towards health, towards blah, blah, blah. And he said, defiance is a beautiful thing. The world seduces you to diminish yourself, and you respond with a furious fucking no. How dramatic is that? How amazing is that? He's a writer. He writes books. He does all kinds of cool stuff. But a little Australian chap. Yeah, he's rather tall. He's not little at all. But it just clicked with me. The world seduces you to diminish yourself. And it does. It does. Like, it's a freaking trap. Society is a freaking trap that tricks you into thinking like, oh, this time doesn't matter. Oh, I'll just push it off. Oh, it's okay. Like, blah, blah, blah. We don't have to chug towards our dreams every single day. But we do. We really do. And, are there people where, what was I talking about? Martin, chugging towards our dreams, Commons dilemma, time dilemma. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of getting back in that space of really focusing on my goals, focusing on what I want out of life, what I want out of each day. You know, putting them on my wall, like, honor your body, honor your time, act, improvise, comedy, jam, essential oils. Oh, essential oils. I'm having an essential oils class tomorrow at 3. John Brown Underground. Come out and check it out. What time am I at? Am I talking too much? Yeah, I'm almost at 10 minutes. I'm just going to wrap it up. But yes. So I guess the point of this whole vloggy-pog is to seize that day, man. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Yes, you are loved. You are appreciated. And Toto was never lost. He was just sniffing under the porch because the Munchkin left a Twinkie there. So, yes, I will leave it at that. Bye.